Hi, I'm Gresham, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Markham Park Target Range here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. In a few minutes, we'll begin our coverage of the 1995 Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge, America's premier all-around shooting championship. But before we do, Tom Gresham and I want to talk a little bit about this unique competition.
The Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge was designed from the ground up to be a competition that would be wide open to everyone who likes to shoot. There are no pre-shoot requirements or qualification restrictions on entrance. So it's not surprising that the largest class by far is the sportsman's class. Men and women who enjoy competitive shooting, but who are not necessarily top shooters or even registered shooters in other disciplines. There's also a novice class open to all first-time Team Challenge competitors. And that's a perfect way to get your feet wet, even if you've never competed in this kind of all-around event.
Of course, the open class attracts many of the country's best competitive shooters in a number of disciplines, and that's a real bonus for everyone else. Instead of just watching from the stands, sportsman and novice class shooters get to rub elbows and shoot side by side with many of the top guns in the world. It's not that far from getting a turn at bat in a major league game or getting to tee off with the pros in a PGA event.
To a large extent, the format of the Team Challenge was developed with the weekend shooter in mind. To start off, no course of fire, whether in handgun, rifle, or shotgun, requires a customized or even highly specialized target firearm. In fact, one of the things that many of the competitors tell me they like about the Team Challenge is that they already have the guns they need to compete, whether it's a favorite bird gun or a .22 autoloader. What it really comes down to is that there isn't a target out here that you can't hit with an out-of-the-box gun.
Second of all, it's not just the top couple of teams that finish in the money. In both the sportsman and novice classes, the payoff goes all the way down to the 12th place. The total purse in the sportsman's class is over $40,000, and the novice class pays out over $6,000. That translates into 5th and 6th place winnings of more than a few $1,000s. And in the Team Challenge, you don't have to shoot a perfect or near perfect score to place among the winners. Among the top 12 finishers in the sportsman's class last year, the average score was a 431 out of 600. And last year's winners in the novice class topped the field with a score of 405 out of 600.
Of course, as in any shooting game, practice is the key. The National Shooting Sports Foundation holds Sportsman's Team Challenge preview events in regions around the country where you can experience these courses of fire firsthand. You can also get a free copy of the Sportsman's Team Challenge Competitor's Manual, which contains course of fire diagrams as well as suggestions on how you can practice on your own.
You know, the Sportsman's Team Challenge reminds me of a good old-fashioned shooting match. It's open to anyone who wants to step up to the line. The accent is on good shooting, not on elaborate guns and gear. And it's what good shooting fun is all about. So I hope to see you down here in Florida next time, and I hope you enjoy the show. For more information on the Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge preview events, or to get a free copy of the Competitor's Manual, write to the following address: Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge, National Shooting Sports Foundation, 11 Mile Hill Road, Newtown, Connecticut, 06470.
Chevy Trucks Shooting Sports America. Brought to you by Ruger, Weatherby, and Winchester.
Combine fast-action shooting with instantly visible hit-or-miss targets, from metal plates out at 90 yards to plate targets that zoom overhead at over 60 miles an hour. And you have a shooting match that's almost as exciting to watch as it is to shoot. From start to championship round finish, no other competition places more demands on a shooter's all-around abilities. It's a one-of-a-kind triathlon of handgun, rifle, and shotgun marksmanship skills. Perhaps the ultimate challenge for any of America's top competitive shooters. So stay tuned as we get set to cover the 1995 Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge National Championship. Hi, I'm Gresham, shooting editor of Sports Appeal magazine. And on behalf of the National Shooting Sports Foundation, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 7th annual Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge here at the Markham Park Target Range in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This all-around competition truly puts a premium on endurance and speed, and the ability of each competitor to compete in 3 different shooting disciplines. This competition is strictly a 3-person team match, with all scoring based on the team's combined score in each event. And joining me to cover all the top teams in this year's national championship is fellow Sports Field editor Tom Gresham. Tom, it's good to be here with you.
Good to be here too, Gritz.
The goal for every team here, of course, is to earn a spot into the championship round, and that's getting tougher every year.
Oh, no question about it, Gritz. With the National Shooting Sports Foundation and Chevy Truck putting up a total cash purse of more than $144,000, you can bet that just about every top gun in the country is right here in South Florida. Now that means that there are quite a few teams that have an excellent chance of making it to the final 3 in the championship round.
At the top of that list has to be last year's runner-up, the Dillon Precision team captained by Rob Latham. Rob is not only one of America's top handgunners, but also one of the strongest all-around competitors at this event. Team member Art Meyer has a number of national pistol titles under his belt, as does third team member Mike Voigt. And both are also highly accomplished shotgunners. All 3 of these men know what it takes to get into the winner's circle, and they can cover this competition from one end to the other.
The Sierra Starline team is also comprised of veteran Team Challenge competitors. Brian Enos, a Bianchi Cup and Masters champion, is one of America's top handgun competitors, and David Tubb is regarded as the best metallic silhouette rifle shooter in the country. Third team member Doug Koenig may well be America's best young shooter, with 2 Masters championships already to his credit. This team was in the championship round last year and finished only 2 points behind the Dillon team.
The BSA team also has an outside chance of making it to the championship round. Captain Jim Griggs has been a top 16 finisher in both the handgun and shotgun events at the Masters. Jeff Shoppy has also been in the winner's circle in both shotgun and handgun championships. And Robert Massey has been on 30 national championship rifle teams. With this combination, they just may make it to the final 3. While these top shooters specialize in one shooting discipline or another, each team here must compete across the board, shooting in all of the 6 handgun, rifle, and shotgun courses of fire.
Well, that's right. In no other event do competitors face so many different or such contrasting shooting challenges. In the shotgun portion, for example, shooters face 3 different events, each with its own unique twist on clay target shooting. In the flurry, 5 computer-controlled traps throw 50 clay targets toward the shooter, 5 at once, and then 1 practically right after the other.
It's like the ultimate video game. Everything comes at you all at once. You're reloading, you're shooting, you're reloading, you're shooting. You can't imagine how fast it's going, and then it's all over. And then you look at your score and you go, yeah, maybe next time I'll do better.
In the flush event, the challenge is reversed, with 5 traps throwing 50 targets at different angles and elevations away from the shooters.
Well, you know, the flush is a lot like the flurry in that it depends a great amount on teamwork. If you miss a few targets, you get out of sync and you're in big trouble.
In the mixed bag event, team members take turns, each facing a series of doubles. 2 targets thrown at the same time from any pair of multiple traps set out on either side, in front, and even in back of the shooters.
Well, in the mixed bag event, you cannot rely on your teams to help you during this event. You have to shoot it yourself. You shoot your own targets, and if you fail, your team fails, but everybody's on their own out there.
In the rifle event, precision and speed are the keys, with open class teams having only 1 minute and 45 seconds to try to hit 46 targets. Targets are set out in banks of 10 at 45, 60, 75, and 90 yards. In addition, 3 1-inch targets are out at 40 and 45 yards. In order to score on any target, the inside portion of the target must be squarely hit. As this portion of the target falls back, a white metal flag pops up, indicating a downed target.
The rifle event really is a team event here. You have a lot of strategy involved. You can come in there and each team shoot each bank individually, or you can do it collectively as a team and concentrate getting the hard target. The downside of that is, should you miss those hard targets, you give up a lot of cheap, easy points. So it definitely is a team event here.
As the name implies, the combo event puts rifle and handgun shooting together. Here, 2 team members fire 22 caliber handguns, while the third competes with a 22 caliber rifle. There are 50 targets in this event, set out in stands at distances from 25 yards all the way out to 80 yards. To make things even tougher, not all the targets in this event are in view. On certain banks, a blocking target must first be knocked down in order to activate the next target.
Well, the combo event is probably one of the more difficult of the metallic shooting events. We have the same number of shooters, although we usually use 2 firing at all times and 1 reloading in order to maintain the rifle shooter on the line.
The handgun event combines a variety of distinctly different types of handgun matches shot as a team relay. As in most of these courses of fire, speed is a critical factor, with open teams allowed only 1 minute and 45 seconds on the course. The course itself includes 3 separate sections. A 22 caliber course with biathlon-style targets set out at 20 and 25 yards. A centerfire speed event with falling plate targets placed from 7 to 25 yards from the shooter. And a centerfire long-range event with 2 banks of 4-inch targets out at 25 and 35 yards.
Definitely accuracy and speed is the key to that. If you don't have a good rhythm, the rest of your team members won't be able to clean their course of fire.
88 teams, an all-time record high, stepped up to the line in this year's national championship event. And as the smoke cleared and the preliminary round action wound down, 3 teams in each class got ready to compete in the championship round. In the featured open class, it was the BSA team, Sierra Starline, and Team Dillon who would shoot it out in the final round.
This is where all the joking ends and the serious competition begins, right here.
Well, we've got the Sierra Starline team first up here in the flurry, Tom.
Try to have the first team up. They're talking to each other. It's important to have a plan. Say, okay, I'm going to take this one, you're going to take that one. And if I miss one, I'll holler and you can pick it up. Okay, here we go with the Sierra Starline team. First up in the flurry event in the championship round. They got them all in that first one.
Good tempo all the way around.
They're really working as a team here, you can tell.
Felt pretty good. Hit a lot in the center, so felt pretty good.
We got, I think, all but one.
I think we did very well. We missed one bird. That's good. It's a good aggregate score.
Here we go. Starting off with the flurry, Team BSA. Oh, 2 got by them on that initial flurry. Now they have to establish their rhythm. Don't get flustered.
Oh, well, I think I would have liked to cleaned it, but we're strong. We're all right.
Team Dillon calling for the flurry. 5 at once, coming out of the box. Oh, they dropped 2 right out of the initial flurry. It won't be too bad if they can break the rest of them. Not 1 slip by. Okay, that's 3 total so far.
Yeah, they're in sync now. It doesn't even seem like they're hurrying.
6 easy points we should have had, let's put it that way, and now we just got to keep on fighting.
In the second shotgun event, the mixed bag, the BSA team was up first. The targets here are the most difficult on the course, from high-flying teal to ground-hugging rabbits. The BSA final score of 70 was right up there, but Jeff sure would have liked another shot or 2 at those rabbit targets.
I missed the rabbit and missed the
The Dillon team was up next in the mixed bag, and they knew they had to do well on this tough course to stay close with Sierra Starline.
It was okay. It wasn't the best we've shot, that's for sure, but I think it's a solid score.
Sierra had gotten off to a strong start in the shotgun events, and now had the chance to build an early lead on BSA and Dillon.
It's a long time till the fat lady sings.
Tom, in this flush event, we have the Dillon team coming up first.
I saw 1 get away out of that batch. They're backing each other up. Woo, took 3 shots with that one bird.
Got that teal.
But they got it.
We needed about 130 on this one to make up for the fact that we can't hit any of the targets on the rifle event, but we're going to see what we do.
Next team up in the flush event is the Sierra Starline team. 1 got away.
Nice.
All right, they caught that one. That's a good combination.
Well, I picked up a couple, but I missed 1 or 2 as well. I think I got all my teal, though.
Cool.
The final team into the flush event is Team BSA, and there's an awful lot of pressure on them now.
Yeah, that's about 4 or 5 of the crossers that they've lost. There's another one, and another one. Tom, they're not having as good a round as they hoped they would.
No, they're really not. This is not shaping up to be a good round for Team BSA.
Shotgun's not our team's strongest point, so we're coming up into our own now.
So after the shotgun events, it was Sierra Starline in the lead with a 262, followed by Dillon with 246 and BSA with a 218. We'll be right back. While the open class teams grab the headlines at this event, they're by no means the only shooters competing here. Indeed, the largest class by far is the Sportsman's class, club shooters from around the country. And many of them haven't forgotten that a shooting match is as much about fun as it is about winning.
We know we can do it. We've done it before at practice, so we just have fun.
By having the ball, which is what we came to do.
And going from football field to the firing line were members of the Indianapolis Colts.
It's something that I've seen before that I say, well, maybe one day I'll get to try this, and not as good as I thought it was.
I definitely consider it a sport, and it's something I think I'll be involved with for probably the rest of my life now.
How'd you do?
Not good.
Well, I think for the first time we've got a shooting sport that's spectator-oriented. People can watch this, they can see the targets fall, there's something to watch.
Sportsman's Team Challenge, to me, is one of the most important shooting events I'll ever have.
It's really hard to be able to do all of them well, and that's really where the challenge lies, you know, to be able to be a good all-around shooter and know what the differences are between a good wing shooter and a good rifle or pistol shooter.
It was a very tight race right down the line in the Sportsman's Class Championship round. And it took a perfect score of 100 in the final handgun event to secure a first-place finish for the West Texas Sportsman's team. Congratulations to Larry Redmond, Doug Fox, and F.L. Gilstrap.
All right, West Texas Sportsman, you had a great match and you finished up strong on that handgun event. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. We were excited to be a part of it, and the outcome, we were even more excited.
Well, that's right, and going home with $16,000, I know that's going to bring you back next year.
In the industry class, strategy, not money, was the theme for the day.
I will be coming from the left. Jay will go to the center.
I'll go to diamond, I'll go star.
Jay will go right to the diamond or star.
I'll start on the star.
It doesn't matter.
And as the shooting started, it was the Smith & Wesson team that had the right plan, turning in great scores in all the shotgun, rifle, and handgun events. Congratulations to Ken Sedlecki, Mike Martin, and Michael Plaxco. Ken, how'd you do it?
Well, we had 6 good, solid events today. We shot very well. A little bit weak in the shotgun, but the rifle, pistol, and combo, we ended up doing very well. We're very pleased.
Well, it's a great accomplishment, and we expect you to be back to defend next year.
Yes, sir. We'll be here.
The Sierra Starline team came into the rifle event with a 16-point lead over Dillon and a 44-point lead over BSA. And with a great display of precision shooting, Sierra let it be known that they were the team to beat. Okay, they got one of them. Tom, Sierra had a great run there, and they set the bar awfully high with that 96.
Sierra's tough competitors. They don't lead you much, but they did lead some. I hope it's enough for us.
Team BSA knew they had no margin of error left if they were to stay within sight of the Sierra Starline team. They got off to an excellent start, but couldn't run all the banks and ended up with a score of 90.
We can stay right on them. It's going to be a fight.
It was now Dillon's turn to put the pressure on Sierra Starline. And when the buzzer sounded, Dillon had only one target left standing and a final score of 98.
So I think we're in the hunt, and we'll go try to race this thing right down to the wire.
Team BSA had no intention of giving up at this stage, and they certainly proved it at the combo event, cleaning the entire course with seconds to spare.
Have they got him? There's not a target left, and they've got time left on the clock. What a great round.
It's another 100 for them in this event.
Perfect score is a perfect score, so we're happy with it.
Dillon knew that their performance in the combo event would either make or break their chances to stay in contention in this championship round. Their score of 91 was good, but didn't help narrow the gap, with only the handgun event to go. Sierra felt they could start closing the door on Dillon with a great round at this combination rifle and handgun event. And with David Tubb leading the way with his rifle, that's exactly what they proceeded to do, clearing the entire course with more than a few seconds left on the clock. Sierra now had the lead they wanted, but this championship is usually won or lost at the handgun relay. So with just one event remaining, it's Sierra Starline with a 458, Dillon Precision with a 435, and Team BSA trailing with a 408. We'll be right back with the final handgun relay.
Okay, the line is hot. Move your teams and equipment forward. This is the Sierra Starline team. In first place going
Going into this final event of the championship round, the Sierra Starline team has shot beautifully. It's just about a two-man race. They have a lead of 23 points.
Well, that's right. And even though Dillon is 23 points back, they can make that up because this year they've added bonus points. And if the Dillon team can knock those down, they have an excellent chance. All right, first up in the final handgun event is going to be Team BSA. And they're pretty far behind at this point, but they're going to try to do the best they can, I guarantee you. Here we go.
Well, with these bonus points, they can make up some ground.
That's right. Jim Griggs is shooting the first segment here. This is the precision rimfire, and he's shooting really fast. Of course, for the professionals, they're only shooting a minute and 35 seconds. They really have limited them now. The question is going to be, is he going to go for that bonus target?
I think he almost has to.
Yeah, he really does. But,
they're going into this 50 points behind, and they can make up 9 points with that bonus.
He got it. First shot on the bonus target. He knocked it down with his first shot. That saved him a good bit of time. He's moving now. Here comes Jeff Shoppy.
Well, how much time do they have left?
About 35 seconds. He's not going to take much of it for this event. He had a jam, got it cleared. Oh, he's shooting fast.
Yes.
Is he going to try for that bonus? Yes, he's trying for it. He's hit the background up.
He's leaving it?
Yeah, he had to leave it. He just couldn't expend any more time on it.
We only have about 17 seconds
okay,
now.
Robert Massey is going to be shooting the final event here. He's got that solid two-hand hold.
Except he didn't do well on those first two.
Looks like
one of them.
Didn't do well there. Team BSA did great just to get into the championship round.
They sure did. They're all great shooters, but when you have three teams, one of them's going to have to finish up third.
And I guarantee you they will be back.
Okay, we have the Dillon team coming up in this final championship round, and they go with Rod Latham.
Rob shooting the precision rimfire event, and for Team Dillon, it all comes down to this. They've got to clean them all. They start out 23 points back. Rob's one of the best handgunners in the country. And they hope that he can move quickly through these and give the other two shooters enough time to finish out.
He's doing well. He's already done that first bank. He's got three on the second bank.
See how quickly he reloads? That only comes from years of practice. Look at that. Out with one magazine, in with the next. He's back in business. Now he's going to go up and see if he can get that bonus.
A little high. High on the bonus target.
He knows he's got to get that bonus point. There's no point in even going on without it. He's all around it. He's hitting all around it. Just cannot get it. There we go. He's got it. But he sure spent
seconds left.
He really spent a lot of time doing that. But you know, he had no choice.
No, he had to go for it.
That's right.
Here we have Mike Vogt.
Mike Voigt's going to shoot the center fire. Look at him move. Geez, that's fast. Mike leaves the bonus. Oh, he got the bonus target in the middle of all that. Just hosed it down. That was so fast, I didn't even see it.
Didn't even wait.
Okay, Art Meyer doesn't have enough time to do what he needs to do here. He got two down. Two shots, two targets. He did what he could do. He just did not have enough time.
That's right.
And the Dillon team really spent a lot of time over on that first station with Rob Latham.
So with two teams down, Sierra's in the final stretch. And as long as they don't stumble, it's their tournament to win.
Okay, we're off. And Doug Koenig on Sierra Starline team is up first on the precision rimfire. And he is just hammering those targets on the green bank.
Boy,
is he
that's
fast.
The best yet.
Taking down those targets on the blue bank, the near bank. The question is he going to jump up for the bonus target? No, he doesn't. He leaves the bonus target up.
And David Tubbs is up there on the falling plates.
I guarantee you they know exactly how many points they need to win this.
Exactly.
point of fact, they do not have to go after those bonus points to win it. Okay, Brian Enos coming into the last stand, which he has done so well in years past. This has really been his station.
Got both of them at 25 yards, now starting on the 35 yards.
And he has a good bit of time left. He hit that one and didn't go down. He's just nicking it.
He has a dozen seconds.
He's getting a little quick, and he's throwing his shots at this point. Getting a little nervous. He's to settle in there. 2 seconds. All right, it looks like Sierra Starline has done it. They got a big enough lead, and they just held on to it all the way through.
And now, to make the winner's presentation is Bob Delphi, president of the National Shooting Sports Foundation.
Gentlemen, Brian, David, Doug, on behalf of Chevy Truck and the National Shooting Sports Foundation, it's my pleasure to present you with this check for $33,000 for first place in the Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge. Congratulations, and that was great shooting.
Thanks, Bob. I'd like to thank all the match sponsors, especially Chevy Truck, and our sponsor, Sierra Starline. This is a wonderful tournament, and it feels really good to be able to win it.
Well, the Chevy Truck Sportsman's Team Challenge for 1995 was a great competition, and we have a new winner.
Well, that's right. It was a close race up until the combo event where the Sierra Starline team took the lead and ran away with it.
Nice to be with you, Tom.
Good to be here.
Thank you for being with us, and we hope you'll join us again on the next edition of Chevy Truck Shooting Sports America.
Chevy Trucks Shooting Sports America. Brought to you by Chevy Trucks. Browning. And Federal.